EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, play. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down at 6. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be... But not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
10 cycles. 6. Mega. Shot. 17. Rail. Yellow. Hut. Hut.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Black. Red, cycle. Set, cut.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Moment trips right. 5-9, 5-9.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Black shot. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Chargers at 2-10 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Black blue. Black ultra. Cut.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he's...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Hey, move.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
62 blaster.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
380, run! Crowd right. Sit.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Walker now on 1st and 10, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now 3rd down and very long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And now here's another interception. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Down. 43 rail. Fight 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Perotu got in and dropped it. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, green. Mike, white, on the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 38 yards. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chargers nothing.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Throw caught by Mayer.
Look at the big man rumble.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Mayer.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First down. First and 10.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And now here is another interception. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ready?
At the 8-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Michael Mayer.
His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Set.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Go.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And they're going to speed things up here.
Steal, black. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6, mega. Hey, red. Set, go.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Ultra, ultra. Set, cut.
Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line.
Herbert changing things up.
'59. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Home trips right.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
5-9, 5-9. Let's go. Go.
Herbert back to the air.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Drill green. Set.
Back to throw now on first down.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard
Drill,
line.
52, blue striker, black shot.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Light blue.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ready.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
Smash, red. Green jacket. Set.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Pittman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The kick is
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56. Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Play action. It's Herbert. And Walker has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 63. Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Kappa.
Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Complete to Johnston here. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Yellow. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Drill green. Set cut.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
12.
Herbert now. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One last throw here for Herbert. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game.